Welcome, Ella. We're here today to talk about the key business and human rights issues facing Eastern Europe and Central Asia today, as you know. From a global perspective, how is conflict intersecting with the broad business and human rights movement today?
In conflict-affected areas, the risk of human rights abuses increases dramatically. Businesses operating in such environments may be directly or indirectly linked to human rights violations. Our research shows that businesses often, again, contribute indirectly or directly to war efforts of aggressor states, exacerbating and prolonging human suffering.
And the region, as you've noted, is of course, unfortunately, home to one of the world's most brutal wars today, Russia's war on Ukraine. What does our work on that conflict in particular look like today, practically speaking?
Oh, we are exposing the vital role businesses play in enabling Russia's aggression against Ukraine, including through taxes they pay, supply chains they support, and technology they provide. We urge all companies operating in conflict-affected areas to conduct heightened human rights due diligence, to assess their impact on human rights and conflict in order to ensure that their operations and products are not contributing or linked to human rights harms.
Ella, your work spans a vast region. Would you be able to describe some of the differences across the region in terms of business and human rights, from Central Asia, for example, to Eastern Europe? Are there differences in the key issues?
The region is very diverse because it includes some countries that are among the worst authoritarian regimes, but at the same time, it has democracies that are members of the European Union. So it is a lot more easier to work on business and human rights issues in countries where information is available and where there are not that many repressions against civil society or human rights defenders. But when it comes to countries with authoritarian regimes, it's extremely difficult to get access to information and to work with local activists because they are obviously at risk for retaliation. So we need to be very careful when working on business human rights issues in more restrictive areas.
As an activist, researcher, Ukrainian citizen, what gives you optimism for the future at the moment?
Yeah, despite all the challenges, we are seeing more local voices demanding accountability, pushing for reforms, and building stronger networks to protect human rights, even in challenging contexts.
Thanks so much for your time today, Ella. It's been wonderful to hear about the work that the Resource Center with partners and allies are doing across Eastern Europe and Central Asia.